Yesterday's video that I made had me thinking a lot about things in terms of where I've come from and just like, my own conditioning and stuff. Mental, emotional, behavioral, all that kind of stuff. And it's very fascinating how I can look at life and just look at things from a standpoint of kind of like awakening from the Matrix, right? I really enjoyed the metaphor of kind of like the whole, Neo thing. Just like, chilling there having coffee with Neo. Like, oh, just like looking at everything around, right? You know, waking up from the Matrix, right? This is the Matrix. And just like what I consider to be the Matrix, I know that this term, the Matrix, is kind of like tossed around and stuff, right? What I consider to be the Matrix really is kind of like autopilot, right? It's when you get really stuck inside of a specific way of living and you don't even have those moments of awakening of oh, oh, right? Those moments of like, wow, I've been fucking dreaming this whole time, right? Just completely unaware of myself in life, right? And the more I sit with yesterday's video, the more I just kind of like see it for what it is and like understand that in every single moment of life, I get to choose how I want to be as a person, right? And it's just the way that it is. Sure, comfort can be there. I can choose to not do something because I'm comfortable. And whatever it is that I'm avoiding doing or that I'm choosing not to do, you know, it's because it would require me to get uncomfortable, right? But I can always choose to do that other thing. And if I do that other thing, it may actually take my life in a completely different direction. So that's what I look at when I'm kind of like looking at this way of living, right? Chilling there with Neo, right? Just sipping on a coffee, sipping on I don't know, a drink of awakening, really. That's what it's about. Throughout my entire life, I've been very stuck. I've been stuck inside of what I would argue to be low energy matter, right? A lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of things that I did not need to be stuck in, pretty much. And as I heal, I recognize that literally in this moment right now, as I make this video, I can choose to be however I want to. I can, right? I can change things. I can. And maybe that would, require me to be energetically different than I am now. But that's okay because I can actually choose to, you know, get outside of my car and go dance in this rain. Let's talk about rain real quick. I've been conditioned to look at rain kind of from the standpoint of avoid it, right? Just like that kind of thing. Now, if it is rain in like a city, right, like New York City or something like that, there's probably a chance that it is acidic and maybe toxic for contact or for consumption. But rain is just water, right? And by the way, there are probably many more toxins out there that can cause more damage. The reason why I bring up rain as a reference, right, is because as I heal, I look at the ways that I've been conditioned. I do. I look at the ways that I've been conditioned. And I realize that they're just ways that I've been conditioned. And that's it. They're ways that I'm used to living. They're ways that I'm used to thinking, feeling, and behaving. Comfort is real. Comfort stops people from living better lives for themselves. And that's really what I'm looking at right now. I can be however I want to be. I can. I could choose to look at the rain as, ah, it's coming down. Ah, right? I can choose that route. I can choose that route. Or what I could do is not that there's a whole lot of rain left going on now. It's kind of slowed down the process of rain. But in each moment of life, I can just choose to be however I want to be. And the more I heal, the more that the constructs melt and dissolve. And I see everything for what it is, clearly. Like it's always been, by the way. Everything has always been the way it's been. But my conditioning has painted a very specific picture of everything. Some things it has painted with fear and lack and scarcity. Other things it's painted with confusion, and what I've noticed is that there are a lot of obstacles and barriers that have presented themselves and have kind of like stopped me from moving forward towards different things, towards achieving different things, right? It's all just conditioning, though. It is. It's all just conditioning. It's 100% all just conditioning. The way that we see the way that I see life is based on my conditioning. And healing is really a dissolving of that conditioning. And just like I got out of the car, I would have gotten out of the car if it was, crazy downpour of rain. I would have.